In the Act 3, Scene 3, there happens to be a murder that takes place for only a couple minutes. The murder takes place right before dark in a small area-type forest not far from the palace. Banquo and Fleance are the main characters in Act 3, Scene 3, and they happen to bring a torch on their journey with them as a form of light, since it won't be long till dark. There are 5 characters in the scene, meaning that the other 3 are murderers. The first murderer manages to put out the torch, following up with all 3 of them brutally attacking Banquo to give him the final blow that officially finishes him off. The scene, only taking a few minutes, meant the dialogue was fast and chopped up to make the murder scene seem as quick as possible. And that's very realistic and logical when you look at the fact that this is solely a murder scene. That wasn't always the case, though. If you were to go back and reread the scene, when the murderers were waiting for Banquo and his son Fleance to show up, the murderers' words were longer and had deeper meaning. The words almost seemed like there was more to them, which in fact there was. But right as the action in the murder scene started to pick up, and then eventually slow down, their words were faster and actually abbreviated, basically letting us know that these were the actions of people from the lower social class. Moments before Banquo's death, he expresses that he feels betrayed from what has happened. He then calls to Fleance and warns him to flee so he can escape, knowing that this is a political murder, and Fleance is very well the next victim. The text doesn't express how Fleance escapes. Okay. From the 5 film adaptations that there happen to be, ranging from 1948 to 2006, I chose Roman Polanski's film adaptation. Due to us having the same name. After watching the whole movie and reading the play, I can say Roman Polanski did an amazing job at making these 2 almost completely the same. There was one small difference, but it didn't negatively affect the movie at all. It actually made the movie so much cooler. The main difference from the movie to the play is that when Banquo dies, Roman Polanski makes his death very graphic. From when he is hit in the face so many times, which results in his face dripping in blood, to when he is axed in the back and splashes into the water, into the river, showing that he is finally dead. Compared to the print version, where the author doesn't give as much significant effect on the reader. The depiction in which Roman Polanski gives the film adaptation compared to the print version is immaculate, with the detail being completely spot on, basically. The film adaptation captures all 5 characters' persona in Act 3, Scene 3, perfectly giving the viewer a great time.